Okay guys, now we're going to talk about the 8 questions to properly close. So I'm not going to get into the ins and outs of the full plan. I'm just going to talk directly about closing. So through the plan, however, you should have asked a lot of questions, because the key here is the most important talk in the world is self-talk. Okay? If I say it, you can doubt it. If you say it, it's the truth. What's the voice that everybody likes to hear the most? Their own. What's the face they want to see the most? Their own. Have you ever taken a group photo and not looked directly for yourself as soon as that photo developed? As soon as that photo comes back, who do you look at? You look at yourself. You go find you. Oh, my hair was messed up. Oh, I didn't smile right. I blinked, or whatever the case may be. We're all in love with ourselves, and we want to hear ourselves. We want to talk about ourselves. We want to look at ourselves. So when you're in front of somebody, that's what you want to do as well. You want to make it all about them. So again, the 8 questions that you have, you need to be asking those, and you need to have the answers to them. So do a proper close with the core closing team. You need to get those answers to those 8 questions somewhere out during the plan and text them to the core closure. The core closer needs to have some idea who we're talking about. If you're not able to do that during the plan, that's fine. But prior to the plan, you've got to get the information out about your prospect and know more about them. What's he like? What's he or she do? Remember, Ford, family, occupation, recreation, desire. Those are the kind of things that you want to find out and convey to your third-party closer. And again, the best thing to do is to follow that acronym: family, occupation, recreation, and desire. And somewhere in that desire, somewhere in the plan, you're going to find out what their pain is. You're going to find out what their motivation is. What's their why? And we want to continue to drill that down, and that's what the core closing team is all about. Okay, so again, your 8 questions, and this is from the Hager Marketing Group, HagerMarketingMLM.com. But just fantastic. It works very well, guys. Definitely use it. So what are the 8 questions? Number 1, what did you like best about what you saw? Number 2, what is your occupation? And drill down on that. Find out exactly what they do, how long they've been there. What is a typical day in the life of you, prospect? Do you have any other sources of income? How much money would you like to earn on a part-time income? How many hours are you willing to invest to make whatever the answer is, guys? If it's $500 a month, $2,000, $10,000, $20,000, whatever it is, ask them, how many hours are you willing to invest to make that money? Nobody has spare time. Nobody has free time. We're not talking about that. We're talking about investing time. We're talking about non-productive hours, driving to work, stuck in traffic, getting ready for work, coming home from work, watching TV, going on extended vacations, golf outings. I mean, all the hobbies that we get ourselves into are non-productive time most of the time. How much of that are you willing to invest to make an additional whatever? Could you put together a list of 10 to 15 sharp entrepreneurial type people like you? And number 8, to make $10,000 extra a month, what type of budget are you willing to work with? This isn't about something for nothing. This isn't about getting in and all of a sudden you're on a gravy train and things are going to happen. This is a business opportunity, and it must be treated like a business. So you have time that you have to invest, money you have to invest, blood, sweat, and tears that you have to invest, and this needs to be conveyed during the plan. So by the time you get to the end of the plan, these questions are going to be asked again. Because remember, the most important talk is self-talk. If you say it, they can doubt it. If they say it, it's the truth. So if you're going to be with somebody for 10, 15, 20 minutes, an hour and a half, who needs to be doing most of the talking? The prospect. Now I know that sounds, well, I got something to present them. I've got to show them all this information. Well, you can. You can get everything that you need out in the form of a question. Whenever they ask a question, you answer it with another question. You ask a question that leads to the point you're trying to make, but you've got to have them say it. Okay? You've got to make them, by the end of it, feel like they made all the decisions. They got it all done themselves. They came up with the final conclusion when the whole time you were leading them there. Okay? So that's the preparation for the 8 questions. Pause the video here, and then I'm going to talk about the actual call.